Good morning. Welcome to a day in my life. Today is Thursday. I'm on my way to work at 7:58 in the morning. My shift starts at 8:30. And yeah, there's something that I want to talk about, especially when it comes to work, like a job. I want to talk about our 8 to 5, our 9 to 6, our shifts, our daily bread, where we get our money from. I want to talk about that workspace specifically. So I'm gonna do that as soon as I get to work, because I will be about 20 minutes early, because I wanna pass by the petrol station and get my car filled. I'm currently running on 9 kilometers. Nginenkinga nokuthela petrol, But yeah, so we're quickly gonna do that, and as soon as I'm at work, I'm gonna continue with this video. So let's go pour petrol, and then we will finish off the video when I get to work. I want to do a sit down and have a conversation, and let's talk about the workspace. And yeah, man, because there's always a lot of negative things that I said about the workspace. So I want us to dig a little bit deep. Something actually inspired this conversation this morning. I woke up very early to drop off my sister at a pickup station. So she just got a job at, I don't know which department. Yeah, it's this what do they call them, my internships. So yeah, just dropping her off there and seeing what I saw, it inspired the conversation that I'm about to have. I'm almost at the petrol station, so yeah, come with me. I'm gonna pause a bit. Circle it's tricky, so okay, I have passed. So yeah, so we will have that conversation now. This is always me. That time I got feeling 17, because work is just across. It's just there. After this green pose, that's my workspace. At least 6 kilometers. Hello. Okay, so we made it at work on time, né? So I still have a few minutes to quickly talk about what I wanted to share with you guys. So like I said in the morning, or before I got to work, is that this morning I woke up and I was taking my sister to some place where they were going to be picked up by a bus to go to an induction, né? And I saw so many young people, and it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and I think they were about between 60 and maybe 70, and they are waiting for the bus to pick them up to go to the induction for the internship that they're going to be doing. And it hit me that, you know what, we are in spaces whereby we have been given an opportunity. We got employed. We are in our 9 to 5s. We are in our 8 to 4s. We are in our 9 to 6 for some of us, right? And so many times we don't appreciate the opportunity that has been granted to us. So I want to quickly talk about two things. Number one, appreciating your work, appreciating your job, appreciating the salary. The second thing is always remember why. I think actually I will be focusing on always remembering the why. So I saw those young people this morning. They were so enthusiastic. They woke up in the morning, they are there and it's cold. So obviously to be there by the bus stop at 6 o'clock, it means that they woke up a bit early to prepare and make sure that they are there on time. And it reminded me when I started working, how you always made sure that you are at work on time, how you always made sure that you show up consistently, how you always made sure that, your energy is at the right place. And over the years, the energy goes down, the consistency goes down, time management down, it gets messed up along the way. But why is that? Why is it that as time goes, then we don't appreciate the job anymore? We complain about all this work politics. Now the environment is now toxic. But have we ever thought and sat down and remembered the why? I'm working for now 9 years in the company, and I tell you, every single day, I make sure that I show up, and I show up. And the one thing that keeps me going, it is the why. If you ask everyone or anybody that works with me, they will tell you about my energy, number one. They will tell you about my consistency, number two. They will tell you about my time management, because I always remember the why. I always remember that call that I got, or the call that you got when they said, come for an interview, right? They said, come for an interview. The preparation that you put into that interview, the people that you called to assist you to prepare for this interview, because why? You need the job. You said, I can't stay at home. It's depressing to be at home, to wake up to the same routine every day. That was your number one. You said you need a space whereby you can spend your 8 hours at. But now that we got the job, we have the salaries, and time has went by as we are at work. The years are going by. We forget the why. Now we want to sit at home because the work environment is now toxic. I don't want to spend my 8 hours actually in company in Jamatsoho, because I'm there most of my time. Now I can't do anything with my day. But there was a time whereby you were at home the whole day, and you said that I need something to keep me busy. Then you got the something that keeps you busy. And now you don't want to be there anymore. You want to be at home to do other things. Remember, when you were at home, you didn't have the money to actually do the things that you feel that right now you need to do them. With the money that the company actually pays you, you don't want to be there. You want to be there with their money. How? So, number one, you're depressed because you don't want to be at home. It's boring, the routine. It causes you depression. Number two, you said, I need money. And you got to the interview, you nailed it. You got the job, you are working. They asked you for your account number, you signed the contract, and then they said to you, we're going to pay you 80 rand for every hour that you spend at work. And you said, good. At home, when I was there for all those hours, the 80 rand per hour, I didn't have it. Then it was a good offer. You signed the contract, but 80 rand per hour. Toodles. Peace. I'm so happy about that. But now, what are you complaining about? You're saying now the money is too little. The hours are too long. The two things that actually were your why they must hire you is now the two things that is the reason why you feel that you are depressed. You feel that you can't do this anymore. You feel that, yes, this place is toxic. The workspace, the employer, I see right. They're not paying me enough. You said you needed a place where you can, be away from home. They got you to that place. I remember one thing that I always wanted when I get employed was that aircon. Hey, I love the winter season, and I was always inspired when I walk into the bank, the coolness of it. And every time when I pray, I was like, God, I want to be in an environment whereby it's this cool, like it's 21 degrees all the time, And when I got the job, God gave me a job whereby there is an aircon. But today, that aircon, it's just nothing. At home, I eat aircon. But when I come to work, the aircon actually is one of the things that I said it must be there. And it is there. The one thing I want us to talk about is we always take bias hotspot, in saying the workspace is toxic. You always need to come back and define what is toxic to you. What is a bad environment to you? What is a bad manager to you, a toxic manager? You need to sit down and review those things. Define them for yourself. Because what someone else sees as toxic, it's not what I see as toxic. So now people hotspot you into saying that the workspace is toxic. And you know what that does to you? It affects your energy. It affects the way you show up. Because now you've been hotspotted that the workspace is toxic, and then now it's in your mind. Now when you wake up in the morning and you feel a slight headache, I rather call in sick. Because why? You've been hotspotted into someone else's definition of what a toxic environment is. Always define things your way. Always make sure that you understand things your way. It's been 9 years now since I'm working for the same company. And I show up the same every day. I show up with enthusiastic. I show up with the right energy every single day. I am that one that when my circle ends, sick leave, I still have plus minus 18 days. And remember, they gave me 36 days. I don't deplete them all because I remember the why. I said I can't stay at home. But now you want to stay at home, Johnny. You want to stay at home? Get the salary. Remember you said you can't stay at home. Maybe then it's time that you review what is it that you want. Do you have the money to stay at home? Then resign so that you make space for someone else who wants to be there. So make sure that you show up with positivity. The young people that I saw this morning, they actually inspired me that once upon a time I was there, running from one interview to the other, just to secure 8 hours of peace, 8 hours of making money. And when they said they gave me 80 rand, when they said they are giving me 80 rand per hour, I calculated that 80 rand times the 8 hours, and I saw it to be very much enough. Because at home, I'm not making that much. And after my 8 hours, I can actually still go back home, watch TV, do all those things that I was doing when I was unemployed. And now you do them better because you do them unemali, Instead of watching the channel, 100 rand, you were able to upgrade your DSTV to now watch all other things. Now you can pay your Netflix, now you can pay your Showmax. But now the problem is you want to watch Netflix the whole day and not go to the workspace. Mara kachalte yabona. Jani. Let's go back. Let's rethink again. Let's go back and say why. What was my why when I got to the company? And make sure that you rejuvenate yourself. You get back that energy once again. So we will meet in the next video.